here with Valerie Higgins, Devin, Stanback from the Chaminade girls basketball team. Girls, such an amazing season last year, league championship, CIF championship, but a couple goals still left on the table, which I'm sure Coach Kelly DeMuro is going to be entrusting you guys to say we need to check off those last few boxes. Valerie, what has that done in terms of just kind of the energy and the motivation for this group? I know you guys were all going off and playing travel ball and maybe weren't together all the time, but now that you guys have gotten back to fall practice and stuff like that, I mean, how are those experiences of the regional final and you certainly had the talent to play for a state championship last year, but unfortunately it didn't come to pass. So how has that created motivation for you guys this year?
It's definitely pushed us farther because there's stuff that regrets that we have that are going to push us farther. But we've learned from our mistakes, that we made last year, and just pushing ourselves and knowing that we have to work an extra step harder to get what we want is pretty much what's been motivation from the beginning.
Okay, Devin, I saw so much growth from you, just even from Mission League through the playoffs last year. Coach DeMuro's been raving about even the next steps that you've taken. When you lose the caliber of players like Mickey and like Robin and like Cassie and stuff like that, it seems like naturally a lot more responsibility and weight is going to fall on the two of you. How excited are you about that challenge, and what is Coach DeMuro going to be asking of you this year?
I'm extremely excited to pick up where we left off last year. I mean, I know we had, like Valerie said, we had some regrets, and we did learn from our mistakes, but just other people need to step up, and we're learning to grow as a team and to learn from our mistakes and make sure that that doesn't happen again so we can go farther on in the competition.
Valerie, you guys play such an exciting style. It's up-tempo. A lot of people getting involved, but I mean, I know last year it was like trying to find the right mixture and the right rotation and the right personnel and stuff like that, because you guys have so many people that can contribute. Has another year together as a group, even like I said, even without Robin, Mickey, and Cassie, but the rest of this group with the Fandino sisters and with Paige and with Natalie, I mean, are we seeing kind of a more more defined identity or a more cohesive unit with this group?
We are. We're definitely more disciplined this year, and everyone just kind of works together. And we step onto the court, we're like working as one machine and like one mind. Like, I don't even have to tell the other girls what I'm doing now. It's just like we all have the same thoughts and we're all have the same goals, which really helps. And then we just have more of like a bond and a chemistry this year that we might have missed last year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Devin, is there one area, because it's November and you don't need to be great in November, you just need to be great in February and March to reach the goals. Is there one area right now that you say like, hey, if we can if we can really address this, or if we can really take the next step with this, fill in the blank, that we can be that team that wins regionals and wins state at the end? Is there one thing that you really point to say this is what we need to address right now as a team?
I think it would definitely be team chemistry. I mean, I know we have a lot of it already, but there's always room for improvement, and no team is perfect. We all have, we all have problems on our team, So I just think we need to learn how to build that team chemistry, know where we are on the court at all times, and be able to tell what we're going to do, like what our other teammates are going to do, so that we can get the easy buckets and we can get the fast break layups.
You guys are obviously going to be challenged right out of the blocks, Palisades tournament. We just saw the bracket come out, and two of the girls that were here today, you guys are going to be familiar with right away. But not just Camarillo on the opening night, not just potentially Windward or Alamany or whatever. I mean, you guys proved last year that you'll take on anybody and everybody, any place, any time, anywhere. Is that going to go a long way in terms of like making sure that you guys are prepared for winning the most important games in February and March?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely going to prepare us. I mean, we're going to see these same teams that we're playing now later on. So it's just giving us more confidence almost, playing the harder teams. And, just more game experience that we're getting from playing these more challenging games.
Devin, there was just an announcement, and I talked with your brother Trevor about this as well the past couple weeks ago from the CIF, talking about the advent of this new open division and the possibility that the best 16 teams, regardless of division, which I certainly think you guys would have been worthy of that honor last year. Has that been discussed at all as you as athletes or with Coach DeMuro, or is it like, hey, we need to worry about what we're going to do in November and then we'll worry about that when it comes around?
We've definitely discussed it a couple times. I think we would be totally ready to go into the Open Division. I mean, we've been playing good competition within the Mission League, Alamany, we played Harvard Westlake, we played Windward last year in the Palisades.
The last thing, and you talked about Alamany. You guys have such a great rivalry, and there's such a great energy. Was it difficult because for both sides having to play them for a third time last year, that was the last hurdle or the last obstacle in front of the state championship, or was that something that you guys welcome that opportunity? I mean, if the scenario had to be replayed all over again, I mean, because you guys might see them potentially 4 times this year, with the if you guys match up in the Palisades tournament. How do you guys feel about that? Because I know that you guys get up to play them, but it's hard to get up to play a team like that so many times.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great, healthy competition. Always in practice, harder, just so that when we get those opportunities again, like playing them, we can beat them this time. And that, playing the same team over and over again is hard because now you guys both know each other's weaknesses and we both know each other's strengths now. But I mean, it's great, I think, to play them and to get up for them and to have all these people come out to a girls' basketball game when we play them. I think it's great. Yeah.
Devin, is it the type of thing that you guys can think about, like how hard they're working at that point in the gym, and it kind of drives you to say, like, we need to take that step and just put in that 1% more or work that much harder, because that a league rival and a peer is that committed and that determined, so you guys need to match that?
Yeah, definitely. We always think, well, what are they doing? We should be doing it twice as hard or 3 times as hard. We always think we need to push ourselves more than they're doing, and we always want to have more heart than the other team. So we go after all the hustle plays, we go get every rebound. So that's kind of our focus this year, is to go and hustle more and outwork everyone.
Okay. Wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.